Pretty solid time for him, Kate. Didn't get the oohs and the ahs from the crowd here, but he showed he has NFL speed.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
That time missed the mark. He said he wanted to run better than that, but that run was much closer to average than exceptional.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Being on some chip, we go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm with it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My head has been louder than my words.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Pretty solid time for him, Kate. Didn't get the oohs and the ahs from the crowd here, but he showed he has NFL speed.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. Why that Drake, you got a chip? I be on my little mouse drip. Why that rapper pay your bills? Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I need.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Pretty solid time for him, Kate. Didn't get the oohs and the ahs from the crowd here, but he showed he has NFL speed.
sleep told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if it wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about. Know when it's off in that.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
When they need a favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving it wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who put it on. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough. I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, it seems to split it. No pun intended, but they're smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who needed me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better all keep dropping. We already got Spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, Rex up, keep dropping. Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before, Twitter names.
Somebody's a regular in that weight room. As those reps went up, eyes got wider. And this is a total that will grab some attention.
How do we match up now? Because I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. Showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow in front of personnel from every team in the league. But this performance, Kate, this performance fell flat. That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow in front of personnel from every team in the league. But this performance, Kate, this performance fell flat. That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him.
That wraps up the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. There were a lot of great performances and impressive numbers, Brock, as the best of the class took center stage. So from Indianapolis for Brock.
Typical body of Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it.
to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going from the dog or some bum? Alright, they go to click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, right? Slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. You ain't strong enough.
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward. And the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out.
Real my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Critic, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back. And Matt Black, my rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog, on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stress, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking at your hip, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip.
Bring them out, bring them out, come on. Bring them out, hey. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, hey. Bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my knee. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still pushing buttons and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, hey. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, hey. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, hey. Front to back, they yelling, bring them out, hey. I'm the money to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never get another case, I know it's true to be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I got the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't like a better sign. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring them out, hey. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, hey. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, hey. Front the back, they yelling, bring them out, hey. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2, you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. We be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, hey. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, hey. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, hey. Front the back, they yelling, bring them out, hey. All the front yard yelling, bring them out, hey. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, hey. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, hey. Front the back, they yelling, bring them out, hey.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die, knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve, lies kill me 100,000 times, you can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no replay.
And welcome back to all of you joining us for this one. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. On the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Gets this one to London. Giving an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. He'll throw it yet again. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's a gain of 4 there, and the Falcons will have a 1st.
That's good for our Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard
They'll go play action. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stuffed at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Falcons, 1st down.
now, pressure on its way. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6. Falcons ready for their next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Play action on first down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And once again, they can't connect. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 4th and long.
Results in a 4th down.
So in not too long, Brock, we'd be headed for overtime. But as we all...
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters. Without the IR at the end, the reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out the walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade, sneaks, and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by now would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey, yo, pretty chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized. But within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. We hate no glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most wanted. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, trying to give me some more. On our pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the glow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no.
We're back on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he will be stopped now. What to like about that effort?
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Third and just 2 to go. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Setting up a throw. Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it. It's in close. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll throw it. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's now 4th down.
The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 28. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans are stopped on the return. The Falcons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And normally they'd need their sap rock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds him on the crossing route. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. And we've got to stop it here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play.
Okay, ready?
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll get this complete to Mooney. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So now they have 3rd and short.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That keeps the score Falcons 12, Titans 7.
The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 3 now.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. It's made over the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Throwing it again here. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the third. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. And ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count.
Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back, do-do-do. Fall back here, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, with it like me. Blowing a coffee to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots fleet. Headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.